Makes sure it's in for the USA and comes in looking for it. Chelios is pinching in too. Canada trying to clear now, but it's Young getting set. Young, backhand shot right on. It's going to be a penalty to Canada when the play stops. It stops now. Interference is the call, and the USA will go on the power play.
Now McInnes is going to get it. He knocked the American player down who was trying to get to the front of the net. Here it is right here. Now who delivered the check? McInnes or Roenick? But Roenick went down, and it is an interference call against Al MacInnes.
Al MacInnes in there for interference at 14:40, and now Herb Brooks saw his charges kill off a two-man advantage a little while ago. Now he has his men on a power play to try and tie the game. Housley misses that. It's out and down the ice. 15 seconds short of the 15-minute mark of the second period. It's a one-goal game at this juncture. Canada leads 2-1. Brodeur can't knock it down. Around the net it goes. USA pile in after it. Guerin sees a man open. Leach at the blue line. Here's a chance for Housley in front. Brodeur down. A scramble for it. And Brodeur tried to knock it away with a stick and missed it. And they were right on top of him. But somehow he got something on it and held it out.
Adam Deadmarsh was right there and had a great chance as the puck was loose after the wrist shot by Housley. There's Deadmarsh. Gets one swing at it. Then he's trying to find it under Brodeur's glove, who dove. Here's a better look at Deadmarsh. He actually stopped it. Then he gets this chance. And then he's mad at himself because he knew he had a good chance to tie this game.
1:32 left in the penalty to Al MacInnes. Rafalski tipped it up along the boards. USA spread out in there. Canada the four-man box shot from the line. That's deflected away from the net. Hull has it now. The ever-dangerous Brett Hull. Sharp angle from there. Cody gives it to him. Better angle from there. Doesn't shoot it though. Modano gets it back. Here's Rafalski. Score!
Well, they moved that puck around very nicely. Modano makes a lovely pass for Rafalski, who walks into the dot. Lets it go. It goes off Chris Pronger's stick back through Brodeur. Right there. So a bit of a lucky break on the Rafalski shot, but it's living proof it's never a bad play to shoot the puck on net.
Oh, he was in a great position to get the shot anyway, but his thought. All of his thought. Hit Pronger's stick. Brodeur no chance. Now Lindros deals it off as they come back for one. Centering pass to Smith. A little bit too far for him. Lindros tied up behind the net. But Owen Nolan is in there for Canada. Swings all the way back out to the line. Dangerous pass. They keep it in. Niedermayer made a good move on that to keep it in. Lindros turning with it. Back to Niedermayer. And his shot is stopped by Richter. USA's Chelios gets it out. Amadi comes up. He won't get to it. Nolan comes in after Suter, but now turns to the bench. And Canada is changing. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the second period. Lemieux and Correa get out over the line, but the USA grab it and put it back in. They're afire now. They got a big lift killing off those penalties. Then get a power play and score. Correa upended trying to go in, and there's going to be a penalty to the USA as Correa was driving hard to go in there, and he was upended on the trip.
Jeremy Roenick is going to get it. It's a trip from behind as it looks like Correa may have been able to get to that puck. And Roenick, who was back-checking on Correa, cut him down from behind.
This is some game, isn't it? 2-2 tie. We have 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Here's another look at the goal. Rafalski shoots it. It hits Pronger's stick and rolls through the legs of Brodeur.
We're in the second period and winding down with the shots even at 24 apiece. Gold medal at stake today. Canada dumping the puck in. Around the net. Canada trying to pick it up. They won't. A high one comes off the glass and out. Canada's 0 for 2 in the power play. In the game, only one shot. Their power play has has got to get going if they hope to be successful in this one. Nolan, good move. Got it over the line. Correa heads for the net. Nolan goes back to the line. Blake shot. Big rebound, and it's cleared. USA penalty killers are fine. Mario comes in to try something. Correa steps up a little bit. Fades back. Winds up for the shot. Lemieux again was wide open, and he missed the short side again. Lemieux is being set up. States cleared. Brodeur takes a look and makes the pass up to Pronger. The USA was changing. If Pronger had hurried, might have everybody going in with nobody back. Goes over the glass into the crowd. Time left in the penalty. Throwing is 44 seconds.
Shots are 25-24 for Canada, 2-2, and exactly the kind of hockey game we thought we'd see. Great intensity, great pace. Here's Lemieux trying that cross-ice pass reception, but couldn't get it on the net.
2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the second period. Canada and the U.S. locked up in a battle today. Play is called. Puck over the glass again. The face-off will be in the center ice zone.
The attempted shoot-in went off the linesman. It hit the linesman in the arm and went into the Canadian bench. So the face-off will be outside the line.
Nieuwendyk on now with Joe Sakic on the left as Pat Quinn tries to get some firepower going in there for Canada. Jovanovski and Blake are the two defensemen, and Iginla is the other forward. Nieuwendyk comes up. Back for Jovanovski. He gets set. Flipped it over for Sakic. Comes in. Shot. Scores! Joe Sakic faked the pass and took the shot on the short side. And Sakic gives Canada a 3-2 lead. What a play by Joe Sakic.
That puck hit something on the way in. It may have been an American defenseman. But we know Joe Sakic's got one of the best wrist shots in the National Hockey League. Let's see whether it goes in. It hit somebody and went in. It may well have hit Brian Leetch because it went back, changed directions, but Sakic can shoot it and beat you from there. 3-2 Canada.
Big goal for Canada. And they're in again. Pekka driving one right on. And Richter saved that and held it. Time of the goal was 18:19. Sakic with that wrist shot.
Here it is here. Did it hit an American defenseman? Yes, it did. It hit Brian Leetch and went back through the legs of Mike Richter.
Jovanovski and Blake assisted on the second goal. USA come up to try and get it back. It's lifted into the zone all right by Deadmarsh. He comes flying in there with a body check. Wait won't get to Foot. Foot leaves it there on the boards and now decides to shoot it down the ice. He's dog-tired and has to get off. The Canadian bench farther down across center, but no, he circles and comes back. It's an icing call against Canada.
Well, this has been a great game, as we anticipated. Here's another look at the goal. We know the Americans got one that hit Pronger, so the Canadians get a break here as it hits number 2 in blue and deflects through the legs of Richter.
LeClaire got the American goal that tied it. Sakic, the Canadian goal that put him in front again. Now, the final minutes of the second period. Up along the boards is Nolan. Gets the puck out. Mario takes it from Correa. Up with Nolan. Nice pass for Nolan. High shot by Nolan over the net. And it's not kept in at the line. Pronger trying to keep it in. Now it's shoved in behind the net. And up is Iginla with a hard hit on Suter. Suter comes back with a hit on Sakic. The final minute of the second period. Sakic again and Suter all over him. Grabbed him and made sure he couldn't move with a stick. Now he does get loose. Joe Sakic falls. And Modano tried to move, but he couldn't. Good work by Sakic. Now he knocks one down at the side of the net, but stick was up high. He knows it. Finally plays it. And they have to call it with 14 seconds remaining in the second period. What work by this guy, Joe Sakic. He has scored the goal to give Canada the lead again.
Faceoff's coming all the way down. This is an international rule, I think. Usually on a power play we see this. in the National League, but that was a high stick, 5-on-5, and the faceoff's going to be back in the Canadian zone.
IIHF rules. As McCreary was telling me before the game, when I asked him how you're going to do this game, he said the same as any other game, but I'll play it under IIH rules, and they have to live by everything, and this is one of them. Nervous, Bill McCreary? No, not nervous, but kind of focused, and he's been that way. What to call some tough penalties too so far in this game. This lifted in to Richter as the buzzer sounds to end the second period, and Canada is in front again by just a goal. Leclerc, standing at the lip of the crease, got a stick on the Rafalski shot. Modano also assisted at 15:30 on a power play goal for the USA. That tied it. Sakic on a power play for Canada makes it 3-2.
Okay, so this is great. We find out all the details. We finalized everything. So let's proceed forward. And you know what? It's a great opportunity. So I'll get them to look at this in the morning. And I suppose you're going to want this in writing.
We're shook on it. See it.
I helped her in school, you know, pass her classes and everything.
Well, I took some photos. I gave her rides to the mountain. I fed her lunch.
Oh, yeah.
This is what Natasha looks like when she's concentrating.
Totally, she looks like that. We've grown up with each other. It's like, I can't imagine what any of us would be like if we hadn't known each other.
Get Roots winter wear now at Petro-Canada. A portion of the proceeds goes to our athletes.
Gonna take a westbound, heading down the rails. I end my day with the setting sun. I'm a happy man, now the work is done. Just past the station, I'm always glad to see what makes my life worth living, and it's waiting there for me, waiting there for me. Oh, when I hear that whistle coming, no matter where I roam, I see the light that shines for me. That's when I know I'm home. Oh, when I know I'm home. When I know I'm home.
Canada and Finland tied 2-2. A marvelous tournament.
This is amazing. Is your internet access always this fast?
Of course. Sensational.
Oh, this is awesome.
From the face-off, it's back to the point. Shooting.
The best time to go fast is always. Order Bell Simpatico High-Speed Edition today. For a limited time, pay $24.95 a month. Plus, get a free self-installation kit.
The Princess Margaret Hospital Foundation Home Lottery. 13,030 incredible prizes, including 14 grand prize show homes. These beautiful homes are all in prime locations and will be awarded fully furnished and professionally decorated. One of these homes could be yours. Get your ticket today. Call 1-866-631-1234. Thank you and good luck.
40 minutes complete in the gold medal game here at the East Center, and Team Canada leads the USA by 1. Here's Eric Lindros. Eric, 20 minutes away from Olympic gold. Do you try to protect the lead in the third period or continue to go for it?
I think when we're playing real well defensively, we're creating some chances offensively. We're getting some rushes out of it. Good support in the neutral zone is on our regroups is allowing us to have some odd man rushes, and if we keep that up, we're going to be fine.
I think everybody watching this game would have thought if you'd scored on the two-man advantage that it could have been the game. How concerned were you about the lift that you gave the USA as they killed it off?
Well, they gave themselves a lift, but at the same time, I think we gained some confidence in how well we moved the puck around, and we ended up getting one. Joe got one just as the period was closing out, which is great for us in the power play. We just got to maintain our game, maintain our focus, and we'll be fine.
How difficult might it be to control your emotions in the third, knowing what's at stake, and how close you are to it?
Well, it's close, but we have to do it. We have to remain calm and keep the puck out of harm's way, and do our job to get back in the middle of the ice and just keep things on the outside.
Thank you, Eric.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Scott Oake and Eric Lindros, the hockey gods weren't smiling on the Canadian offensive shooters until Joe Sakic found the range with a huge goal, a power play goal at that. Canada 3, US 2, Kelly Hrudey when we come back.
No, I'm on my way. If you can get it, that would be great. Okay? All right, here. I'll call you. Look at it.
Excuse me, miss. May I help you?
No, thanks. I locked my keys in my car.
Actually, this is my car.
If I had just one McDonald's French fry left, who would I give it to? I'd save it for somebody special. Like my little brother.
It's like the supreme sacrifice, but I'd give it to someone that rocks.
Hey, I love my fries, but I'd give any of these beauties to a good Canadian kid. My last fry.
That's a good question.
I'm not telling.
I'd give it to my first and only girlfriend.
I'd give it to the best coach I ever had.
I'd give it to someone little with a big imagination. My last fry is for the person who grows French fries.
My last fry is for someone who gets up early every day.
The last fry goes to the whole Canadian Olympic team.
And let them fight over it.
On March 1st.
Welcome to the new cavalry. We will ride into battle, and this will be our horse.
The lives of many.
Man, they're so young. I look at them, I see our boys.
Will depend on the courage.
Those are my men out there, and I'm going in to get them.
Of a few.
We're going to win this fight.
Mel Gibson.
What do you think about being a soldier and a father? I hope that being good at the one makes me better at the other.
We were soldiers. Starts Friday, March 1st.
Check the score.
Okay. It's 2-all.
2-all?
9.5 seconds left, and a huge...
Sally, yeah, we're on the way. Who's here? Everybody's here.
Here we go. Stepping up on the long shooting.
Your connections, your time. Go. Introducing Real-Time Multi-Pack 30. Get 150 weekday, weeknight, weekend, and wireless web minutes every month. Visit Bell World or Bell Mobility today.
The 2002 Olympic Winter Games on CBC. Brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Canada. Proud to stand behind the Canadian Olympic team. And by Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons wishes our athletes every success. We're back. How many years have you put on so far? There's Yonge Street in downtown Toronto, not a soul. Busiest street in the country, and everybody's inside watching hockey. And here's just a sample of the celebrations around the country. Our CBC News division has positioned cameras at GM Place in Vancouver, Don Cherry's restaurant in St. John's, Newfoundland, Wayne Gretzky's bar in Toronto, and of course at Canada Olympic Park in Calgary. Also want to say hi to the Princess Pat's Light Infantry based in Edmonton. Of course, they've been in Kandahar for 1 month, 9.5 hours ahead of us. And the men and women overseas are showing their true colors. 3-2 Canada through 2 as Kelly Hrudey joins me here.
Shot.
Isn't that something?
Holy cow, that's great.
Well, this is gut-wrenching stuff. You know, it goes without saying, when you have that many great chances for Canada, Pronger puts one in on Brodeur, it just looked like everything was going the wrong way.
I know, and that darn Richter, huh? We talked about him at the opening. How does he do that all the time in these big games?
With the back of his skate, with I mean everything, and even the one that Jovanovski went off Scott Young, it hit the post for him. So, and he always, I noticed after the second U.S. goal, he has a little routine where he taps both posts twice. I guess, for each goal. I don't know what he's doing, but whatever he's got, it works.
Yeah, and I was noticing, I was standing right here watching that second period, and he does the old thing where, you know, the Bernie Parent used to teach guys to hit their stick on the goalpost and tap their other hand on the goalpost. It's pretty cool.
Keep your feeling. You had a couple of clips. Obviously, Joe Sakic had a huge 2 periods, really.
Well, first I want to say that whenever we talk about these two teams, I always talk about Mike Modano. Look at Joe Sakic come in here. And look at the determination that he has, and that's why he's a great, great player, and he's practiced that many times against Miller. I can guarantee you, he knew if he just kept going at Miller and back and forth that he'd get a scoring chance on that play.
I was saying before the game, Kelly, that there's 38 trophies, individual awards for Team Canada. Mario Lemieux got 12 of them. Mike Modano hasn't got 1.
I can't believe
in
that.
his great career. Isn't that something?
He's an incredible hockey player.
So I guess we shouldn't put too much stock in that. 15 individual awards for the Americans. And here's Mario. Is this where he's looking to the heavens when he missed?
No, I didn't want to pick that because we all know he's a great goal scorer. But there's Mario at the top of the picture. Now he's going to chase Phil Housley right here. Let's roll it. Now Housley's going to go back, but watch how Mario, he doesn't go after him. He's taking away the passing lane. Now that forces Housley right back up the middle, and there's a turnover. So that's what I've really noticed an improvement in Mario, that we all know he's going to score. And that one, that's just a bad break, but he's going to score a lot of goals. But defensively, he's so smart now.
Puck was on edge. Don said even after that, he'd been on for about 2 minutes, 5-on-3. He should have stayed out all the same.
Absolutely, why not?
Korea's really impressed me. Anybody else catch your eye today?
Oh, Iginla. He's the guy that really has stepped up his game. He's the one guy that probably more than anybody, he's now at a new level.
Think Pat Quinn will shorten the bench here in the third?
I would. I don't think you have any choice.
But in this air, it's tough, now. This altitude.
Oh, these guys, they're used to it now. That was in the first 3 days. Now they're ready.
All right, 3-2 Canada nursing a lead. The gold medal's on the line. We'll continue our coverage. Here's a couple of posts for you. This is how close it could have been. There's the Jovanovski-Young deflection. And Mike Richter said, any wonder he's tapping his. And here's Mario with that puck on edge, wide open Gage. That could have been really huge, but Joe Sakic made amends. We'll continue with our coverage of the gold medal game on CBC in a moment.
On March 8th. Swing! Do it with style.
This is just damn exciting.
Do it with grace. Do it with brooms. Men with brooms. In theaters March 8th.
Canada Post employees, to all those dedicated athletes who inspire us, congratulations.
To play the ultimate winter game, you must possess skill, strength, and really big stones. Men with brooms. In theaters March 8th.
The Princess Margaret Hospital Foundation Home Lottery. 13,030 incredible prizes, including 14 grand prize show homes. These beautiful homes are all in prime locations and will be awarded fully furnished and professionally decorated. One of these homes could be yours. Get your ticket today. Call 1-866-631-1234. Thank you and good luck.
Future Shop service specialists install more than hardware and software. They install possibilities. Because life's full of great moments. Why not upgrade them? Future Shop. You'll like what the future has in store.
My name is Pierre.
I'm Margaret.
The man.
Even the people that hate your guts still think you're the right man to lead the country.
The myth.
I'm a lot older than you are.
That's irrelevant.
The television event of the year. Trudeau begins March 31st on CBC.
We're back in Salt Lake City, 2002. The East Center for the gold medal today. And right after this, we'll continue with your Olympic coverage, of course. More to show you on CBC today. The Olympic Winter Games closing ceremony tonight at 8:45 Eastern Time. The crowd hopefully is ready for this third period. It doesn't get much better than this. One-goal game, third period coming up for the gold medal in the 2002 Olympics. Canada is leading. USA bringing the puck in. Shot in right off the bat to start the third period. And they're in after it. Leclerc turning away from McInnes. Leclerc, and he has Hull in there looking for it, but Hull is stopped at the side of the net by Lindros. Canada shooting the puck out, off a skate down the ice. Canada will change. That is not icing. Suter's long pass. USA again trying that long lead pass. They had John Leclerc up there. Canada back out with it. Lemieux tossed it to center. But the USA get it back. Miller steps up with Leach. Goes to center. He got caught, but he managed to get the puck back and forced to skate back. He gives it to the veteran Leach. Another long pass up across center. York was open too. And there's York at center ice. He fell, got back up, had lots of time to do it. Comes off the glass and did get out in front of the net where Roenick was coming up. There's a quick shot that's stopped by Brodeur. Canada starting slowly in this, the third period. We played 1:11, and the USA have come on.
It's awful tough when you're trying to protect a one-goal lead to take very many chances offensively. And Canada has to be careful. Don't sit too far back over the line of just defensive hockey. You need another goal anyway to win this game.
Rob Blake. The two defensemen started. Blake got it over to the left side for Jovanovski. They get it up over the line. Jovanovski shot. Gets in front. And it was just tipped away by Richter. Another shot just missed. Gagne went up after it. Sakic on the ice again. He's had a great game for Canada. And he's in forechecking now with Iginla. Off the boards and by Gagne down the ice. Jovanovski back. Pass. They get it out all right, and Blake is moving up. He's going to shoot it. He does. Big save, Richter. White pad save on that booming shot by Blake. USA changing. Fleury will come up to steal it, but it'll be offside. 90 countries watching this game on TV around the world.
Well, here's a good scoring chance here. But you can see that Sakic could not get his stick on the ice to redirect the puck that was sliding toward Richter.
Face off outside the line. Ralston had his man tied up, Nieuwendyk. They do get the puck rolled in, and Chelios with Suter. Coming away, Chris Chelios gives it to Suter on the left. Pass in, tapped into the zone by Amonte. Ripped on the boards by Pronger. It gets out. A race for it. Shanahan won't get there. USA covering up with Chelios on a good play to get back in front of Shanahan. Canada is changing, and Suter gets his own. Shot is gloved by Brodeur. He decides he will hang on with Ralston and Drury in on top of him. Following the game, we'll have the Labatt 3 Stars online. You have a chance to have your say and pick the stars of today's game. Log on to cbc.ca/Olympics and make your selection now.
Doug Waite getting a helmet repair. Steve Lattin, the equipment man, doing the job. So Waite can get out there in the next shift.
3-2 Canada. Hull was there trying to get his stick on the puck to get a shot away. Have to watch Hull all the time. Having a great Olympics. Ever dangerous. So is Lemieux. But he tried to fool Miller. It hit a skate. Back up to center was Hull. Lost it. Yzerman with Lemieux taking the pass. Lemieux comes in with the brakes on. Left-handed right there. Around the net they go. Centering pass. Korea was open. They keep it in. Niedermayer centers it. Right in. Lemieux can't reach it. Canada will change with the puck back there for John LeClair to come out. LeClair got the pass to intercepted. Nolan brought it in, but Smith was offside by an eyelash.
I'm not sure it wasn't Nolan and Smith offside, as Nolan got turned around as he tried to control that bouncing puck. That was a better shift for Team Canada. They got in the U.S. end and forced the Americans to work hard to get the puck out.
USA back forward is Cody. 3:18 gone in the third period. Canada leads by just a goal. Smith took his man down. Lindros was up there. The USA poke it in over the line, and Nolan had to drop it back to Blake in front of his own net. Away he goes. Lindros right in front of him. It's shot back out, but now Nolan reaches for it and missed it. The USA had 3 out there, and turning back was Brewer. He nearly got caught. He did get back, but Roenick is in there now. He gets the puck in the corner. Roenick gets set, drops it to the line. Chelios a shot, knocked down in front of the net, and Canada will clear it out. Nolan comes out. They were changing. He's up there by himself. And so he wisely moved it back, and now he heads off. Canada up to center. Sakic on with Iginla again. Iginla cutting in, centering pass, and Gagne had to take it in the backhand. But here's Iginla once more. Shot stopped. Rebound cleared away. Canada coming close. This is a big line for Canada now. Sakic, Iginla, and Gagne, and they're going off. USA bring it in. Deadmarsh on the move with it. Connor shot it around the net. Deadmarsh nearly caught it, but it's ripped away around the goal the other way and back out. Canada moving it out. Center ice. Fleury comes in over the line. Fleury along the boards. Nieuwendyk going for the net. It's knocked down by Richter and cleared, but it's kept in at the line by Shanahan. Now out. USA pick it up and come in. Late trying to get going. He had it lifted away. It's back out over the line and they're offside, as Suter could not get there in time to keep it in. 4:59 into the third period. It is 3-2 Canada.
Well, it's been a terrific hockey game. Here's a scoring chance for Gagne. He had to take the pass on the backhand and couldn't get it around to the forehand in time.
Foot. Canadians get the puck out. U.S. every man up, and they're coming after Canada here. Niedermayer was slow moving for that and allowed a shot on goal. That's off the glass, down to center. USA have it again, but now it's brought back by Lemieux. Up for Yzerman. He comes in with a shot from the short side. A save by Richter. That shot from a bad angle.
3 Canadian players in these Olympics have a chance to join the Triple Gold Club. World Championship, Stanley Cup, Olympic gold. Shanahan, Sakic, and Blake can join a field of 10 who have earned that award. Larionov, Fedosov, and Malahov played or were involved in these Olympics. They are 3 others in that exclusive club.
Face off to the left of the USA goal. Leach and Miller. They won the draw and clear the puck quickly. Miller again will have to move it to Leach. Missed it trying to turn to pick it up, but he gives it to Miller, okay? And Miller finds room to get the puck in. USA piling after it. Adano and Hull was up there close. Hull nearly got it knocked down in front for a shot. Comes back out over the line, but the USA, I'll tell you, are coming on strong here. They're down a goal. Leach's pass comes right back to him. Comes up to fire it around the net. Out front, and the shot by LeClair is blocked. It's kept in by Leach, winding up. The pass goes to the other side. Miller shoots it, and that's deflected. Hall took a swing at it and was knocked down. Canada on its heels right here in the third period. That's Jovanovski trying to move it. He can't. Sakic will. He's back there and takes it around the net, but they grab him and spin him around. He didn't move it quickly enough. Now USA pour it on here, looking to tie it. Canada hanging on and getting it out the center, and they're going to change, leaving some more room for Hull to turn back. Here he comes. Shot is low and wide, and he heads off. 6:30 gone in the third period. The USA has the momentum here. Jovanovski backed up. Good forechecking USA. I'll tell you, they're coming on hard. Centering pass comes off the boards and outside the line. And Suter and Chelios are back there. They are looking like the stronger of the two teams right here. Canada trying to get regrouped. Lindros dropped it in. And here's Nolan. Shanahan in front. Ran into the goal and knocked it over. And Chelios wants a penalty called.
I don't know whether it was Chelios that ran the Canadian forward into the net. It was Ryan Smith, who we know goes to the net with some enthusiasm and fearlessly. And he goes to the net, and then Chelios roars him into the crossbar. And I don't know whether they called the penalty on it, but the faceoff's going to be outside because Chelios caused the net to come off by throwing Smith into it. No penalty, faceoff outside.
Sorry, it was Smith, and there's Smith gone to the bench, and he seems to be okay. He really hit the net hard, but he seems to be all right. And the faceoff is outside the line now. It's 7-minute mark of the third period. It is 3-2 Canada. By the way, they gave that second goal to Rafalski for the USA. It hit Pronger's stick and went in on the Rafalski shot. It's 3-2 Canada. 7:06 gone, third period. Canada keeping it in. There's Shanahan going after it. Through his skates. Lifted away. Not out though. It went in high to the goalie. It didn't matter. It's called on the offside by Mike Speak.
Well, the Canadian team has to be aware of the fact with the clock, one of the enemies of the American team, they're going to cheat a little bit. The defense are going to get up on the rush. They're going to pinch in the offensive line. They're not going to sit back and watch the time go by, hoping to score. They're going to try and do something about it. Maybe Canada can take advantage of a bad decision.
Miller again to center ice. Gets it over the line for John LeClair. Conger hooked it high, not hard. And they'll keep it in for a bit. Here's Manano, he missed it. He got it back goal. Dropped it to the line. Long shot doesn't reach the goal. Correa and Lemieux will gently bring it out. Lemieux takes his time. Gets it up near the line, and there's Correa. It is called on the offside. We've hit 7:46 of the third.
Correa skated 5 strides with the American player's stick caught in his skate. There it is there. He must think he's got a snowshoe on one foot. It finally comes off, but it took away all that great speed he's known for.
Iginla poked it over the blue line. Gary Suter got to center. Got it in. Ralston is pouring in after it. So was Drury. Drury fired it around the net. Ralston was over there to knock it down. Feed it in for Amonte. Sakic couldn't take it from him. Sakic got in front and intercepted. But Canada is still on its heels in its own zone. It's an icing call against Canada. 8:11 gone in the third. Surely they're not thinking of protecting the 1-goal lead. They should not.
Well, they can't help but do it, but you have to be aware that the Americans are going to shoot the puck into the zone because Canada's lined up and making it tough to carry it in. And then defensive zone coverage, one of the toughest things to do properly in hockey, Canada's assignment.
A long way to go in this game yet. Over 12 minutes. Third period, U.S. on that puck inside that line again. Nolan can't do anything with it but lift it out and down the ice. Richter has to play it. Forechecking, they're in on it but not too deep. Can't take a chance on that long pass. And it's knocked down at the line. York couldn't pick it up. Canada was late playing at center ice. Nolan wasted a little time there. Now Nolan comes back to help and roll the pass ahead. Smith on the ice again, coming back up there with Nolan. They go in with Niedermayer shooting it, and he missed on the short side, but there's Blake. The 2 defensemen are up there now, and the forwards are back. Niedermayer turns to go back to help just in case. And the USA bring it out. Down the ice again. Brewer is on once more for Canada. Sees his man over there, Shanahan, who lifts a high out down the ice, and Leach turns with it. Fleury missed it at center. Near the Canadian line, they fight for it. Leach tried to pass it, hit Fleury. He's in after it again. Leach centers it. The shot knocked down, scramble. Canada just barely hanging on. who fell and slipped the puck out and down the ice. 10:30 left in the third. 3-2 Canada. The U.S. doing everything but tying it. Here they come again. Modano's shot. That's into the crowd as it was blocked. The game has a bit to go, but so far, here's the McDonald's game story.
3-2 the score. Sakic has 2 points. The scoring chance is 16-9. The U.S. is closing that gap, and both teams are 1 for 3 with a man advantage.
Stand by. That's not the final story. There's more to be written for this one. This is the gold medal game. The USA has really come on strong here in the third period, but unable to get the tying goal yet. Now we played 10 minutes of the third. 3-2 Canada. Modano hooks it over the line, kicked it up with a skate, hangs it down with a high backhander, and over the net. Lemieux trying to move on it there, and it didn't. Pronger got it ahead. Correa's going to bring it out. Lemieux takes his pass at center and just rolls it into the USA zone. 27 shots against 32 shots. Canada leading in that department and leading 3-2 in the game. Dumped on the glass and out. Gagner didn't see it. Up there was Sakic. He didn't move to it. Here's Drury for the USA. Across center. In comes Housley. Takes a shot. Rebound. Knocked away. Niedermayer made a big play to knock it away. Canada gets the puck out of the zone again. They're hanging on. Just hanging on. Richter moves it. 11 minutes gone in the third period. Blake had to back up. Housley got in again. Jovanovski is back. Roenick speeding in by him. Takes a hit on the boards. And Lindros got a stick away on it. And out comes Smith. Wow, what a dangerous pass that was. Leach brings it back in for the USA. Centering pass. Oh, what a save by Brodeur. Bad pass through center ice was intercepted and nearly resulted in a big goal. But Brodeur made the save. 3-2 Canada, nearing the 12-minute mark. Knocked in over the line and into the zone by McInnes. And that's called icing.
Mike York, he had the chance to tie it. Brodeur made a big-time save on a slow, careless pass right there across the rink. Intercepted. York's going to come pouring down the wing here. Here he comes to the left. Gets his stick on it, but Brodeur gets there first. A good chance on a bad play by the Canadians. York nearly tied.
McInnes takes the puck and comes away. Gets it high down to the USA blue line. Suter, not a problem to play that back up for Leclerc. Boy, they're getting organized, but that pass was late for Modano. Canada back in. Yzerman couldn't knock it down. It was 3 feet off the ice. Poor checking. Canada, they're caught. USA get it out to center ice, and Modano's racing in. Backs off. Past the hole. Shot. Brodeur made the save, and Leclerc was in behind the goalie and had the net knocked off anyway. But that was a hard shot by Hull, and Brodeur, well focused, saw it and saved it.
The goal wouldn't have counted because the net was off as McInnes and Leclerc slide into it, and Hull made the shot. I don't think Brodeur knew the net was off. But a little bit of bad luck there for John Leclerc, who's the leading goal scorer in these Olympic Games.
Faceoff will be deep in the Canadian zone again. The net has to get some repairs, I think, and they call the people responsible to get it going. Out comes the drill. Looks like a little better hold, and they'll fix it back with that. That's been coming off a lot here at the Eaton Center.
Especially.
Yeah, right there. There you go, no problem. They're ready. That didn't take long. And this game is not taking long. It only has 7:55 left. Canada has only a lead by 1 goal. And the USA have turned it up a couple of notches. Here we go. They win the draw. Flip to the line, though. Not out. Sakic gets it out. Hit the linesman there near the blue line and wait. Feeds it rink wide. Rafalski shoots it in. It comes to Brodeur, and he'll smother it. Put his head down and held on with Bill Guerin coming right straight for him.
Well, the Americans are pulling out all the stops and have been the better team as far as chances or territorial play is concerned in this third period, but they can't seem to get a goal. False face-off. The Americans are going to have to change their centerman. Waits out.
Again, face-off goes behind the Canadian net. USA have two players in looking for it, and here comes the third, Doug Weight. He hustles to the boards. Weight, a hard worker for the USA, got it back out, but it slipped out over the line, and Iginla tried to squeeze in, but he was checked along the boards. Rafalski took care of him. Canada is changing, and they bring the puck to center. Housley gets it up over the line, and in front, a little backhander in wide of the net by Drury. Canada the other way. Nieuwendyk is turned around. Stick came up. And the U.S. is flying back out again. Amandi coming down on the left side. Amandi comes in. The shot is blocked by Rob Blake. Off the boards, Canada. Hooked away by the skate of Nieuwendyk. Takes the low shot. Stop. Rebound. Pekka behind the net. Hangs onto it. He's alone. Canada was changing. Tried to hold it in there. Knocked away by Rawson. And it does come out. Down to center ice. Drury tried to play it in, and he lost it. Backing up was Cody. Smith is the forechecker for Canada. Always dangerous on the forecheck. Brian Smith. Fans chanting again, USA. Canada's offside. We have 6 minutes and 26 seconds left in this gold medal game.
Well, the unsung heroes of the Olympic Games are the trainers and equipment men. Steve Lattin, Doug Shear, Ron Braille, Pat Kearns, and Bill Robertson with the United States, who's on the media director. Barry Stafford, Paul Gervais, Ken Lowe, Jim Ramsey, Stu Poirier, and Brad Paschal. These guys have 18-hour days and have their fingerprints all over their team.
Here's a break for Canada, but a penalty is going to be called against Canada. That's not a very good break for Canada. It's a trip right there in the center ice area. And Steve Yzerman is furious at himself and furious at the call, and well, here it is.
Well, you have to call it. I mean, Steve was trying to hit him with a hip check, and he just got almost out of the way, Gary Suter did. And look at the chance that the trip created. It looked like Mario could have walked right in all alone. So the penalty killers, are they as good as the power play players? We'll see.
13:43, the time of the penalty. Now then, the USA looking strong in this third period, but trailing Canada by a goal. And now their power play. They have one power play goal in the game. They only have 2 so far, and looking for number 3 here. Pronger shot it away from Leclerc on the boards, and it'll be brought out over the line by Gagne. He sends it down the ice immediately. They change the penalty killers, and Pody turns back up for the USA. Here they come in the power play. Pody the carrier all the way through. He gets in, but that's not a good move at the blue line, and he had Amandi and Young ahead of him. Offside. Canada gets a break right there, and that rush by Pody, the big defenseman. 1:28 left in Yzerman's penalty.
Cody's got to make the pass at the center ice line or get it in. The forwards are trying to time the speed of the puck. Here's the penalty by Yzerman.
Canada, lots of time to move it, says Adam Foote. Waited long enough and then shot it down the ice. Now then, Housley. Great puck-carrying defenseman, got it up, but it was broken up at the blue line by Iginla, and Jerome Iginla shot it back in there. 1:10 left in the penalty. 2 goals for the U.S., looking for 3 to tie it. Bad pass, picked off by Nolan. Cleared back down the ice. Canada 3, USA 2. Coming up to the 15-minute mark of the third. Wow. Leach comes in. Shot it around the net. Brodeur out. He missed that one. Madonna was there. Got back to Housley at the blue line. Rink-wide pass to Leach. Tucked it ahead to Hull. They want him to shoot it. Of course, Hull covered. He won't get a shot from there. Broken up at the line. Kept in by Leach. They keep it in. Hull! Oh, what a chance. Hull again. That's stopped. Hull stays in there after it. Hall's first shot was just outside the post, and Roger was over covering. Canada trying to clear, and they can't do it. Modano got it back to the blue line. Modano gets it again. Over for Leach. There's Hall. Leach again. Shot, stop, hand. Whacked away. Down the ice by Pucka. 7 seconds left in the penalty. The U.S. relentless. A pass to Rafalski. He had to wait outside the line. The penalty is over now, but the U.S. is on the attack. White brings it in. Shot side of the net. Canada picking it up in its own zone. Pass in front of Menda Blake. He headbangs it all right. And down they come across the line. Sakic and Yzerman. What about this duel? Shot! Goal! Goal! Canada! Goal! Wow! A lot of Canadian fans here. The place goes crazy here in Salt Lake City. And I guess coast to coast in Canada and all around the world.
Have a look at it. Joe Sakic, I think, got it. There's the stop by Richter. No, I don't know whether Joe touched it or not. So the shooter's going to get the goal. Sakic's right there. Tries to tip it, but it doesn't need any help to just get over the line. Wow. And the brass for Canada go wild.
I guess 390. Let's say that again. 3:59 left to play in the third period. Canada now with a 2-goal lead. The USA has been so strong in this third period. So many great chances. Power play was out there 2 occasions. But now they come right back as you see pictures from all over Canada celebrating that latest goal. They are going to give it to Iginla from Yzerman and Sakic. 16:01 is the time, and now the USA will certainly have to move it. Harder than ever. 4-2 Canada in the gold medal game. Lifted by Pronger, but not out. Canada fighting hard now, moving on every puck carrier, trying to beat him to the puck. Guerin had to hurry the pass. It's shot in too far for Chelios, who's up on the rush. And now cleared back out to center ice. 3:20 left to play in the third period of the gold medal game here in Utah. To center, Suter in on goal. Roder, bad move, nearly got it out, but Hull nearly knocked it down in front of him. They get away with that. Canada being a little more careful now to the line to get it up. Iginla's going again. Iginla winds up. Forward a hard one. Big rebound. Iginla! And he can't find it. Richter does. And he hangs onto it. What a game Jarome Iginla is playing. He got the insurance goal a moment or two ago and nearly bagged another one right there.
Richter, that's the second time that Richter makes a half a stop. Here it is now. Is it going over his head? He doesn't know where it is. It hits him on the left shoulder and doesn't go in. Iginla retrieves the puck, but he can't get it up in the air, and there's a defenseman and Richter lying down. Here it is here. Iginla gets this chance, but you can see Richter blocks any shot along the ice.
USA get it up to center. Almonte, he got the first goal of the game on this side. Rolled it in. Here's Leach. Right in. Oh, and I don't know why he wanted to pass that. He was 15 feet in front alone. Puck is out over the line and cleared back by Leach to his own blue line. Again, Amandi, and dropped back there. Amandi is nailed up there at center by Pucka, and it's an icing call against the USA. 2 minutes and 31 seconds left to play in the third period of this gold medal game. Iginla, what a game, my son. What a game.
We got to thank Jeff Girardet, our stats man, Foley. He's helped us for 27 games here, giving us information, and he got an assist on that goal.
Sure. He's been assisting me on just about every goal. Certainly every penalty. Thanks, Jeff. This is winding down. 4-2 Canada. Shot in over the line by Ralston. Up comes Wade. Canada now can be in that defensive mode if they choose. But that's not a good play by Pronger. They do get it out, barely. Yzerman was reaching for it. Now he goes off. Folks, we have 2 minutes left in this third period. Canada firing it on the boards down the ice. It's going to be an icing call this time, and they'll bring it back. It's not over yet. 2 goals.
I still remember Pat Quinn telling me earlier in the tournament when things weren't going so well. It's not the going out of court, but the coming in that determines the success of the voyage. And Canada are roaring into port at the moment, up by 2.
Face off to the right of Martin Brodeur. He's been the goalie since game 1, when Brodeur took over from Joseph. Now down the ice again. Gagne up there forechecking. No icing. 1:40 left, third period. They're chanting USA. They're trying, folks. Believe me, they're trying. Through center. Iginla missed a clearing chance. Housley dropped it back. Canada trying to hang on and get a break. It's going to be a break. It is Joe Sakic scores. Joe Sakic scores. And that makes it 5-2 Canada. Surely that's got to be it.
That's more than enough. Take a look at the Canadian bench. If you doubt me when I say that's more than enough. Here it is. Sakic beats Leclerc to the net. The American defenseman fell in the center zone to give the one step Joe Sakic needed to get in alone and make sure that Canada won the game.
A 3-goal spread with 1:20 left. That goal coming at 18:40. Joe Sakic rewarded, and he's had a heck of a hockey game too. 2 goals in 2 minutes and 39 seconds here in the third period late, when the USA was pulling out all the stops, trying to tie the game. They came in 3-2. Then it was 4-2. Now it's 5-2. Sakic's 4th of the Olympics. Iginla got an assist. 18:40 was the time. It's an icing call against the USA. We have 47 seconds left to play. And I can say it now, in the hockey game. I usually reserve that for a bit and save the third period, because one never knows. But to use one of Harry's old lines, Bill Mosienko isn't here today.
Right. He got 3 in 22 seconds. Americans could use him now.
Face off to the left of Richter. McInnes at the blue line. Dumped it in around the net. Canada on it in there again. Richter watching that pass in front. 40 seconds left. The gold medal. Gonna come to Canada. U.S. to center. They're singing here in Salt Lake City. Canada's women's hockey team did their country proud on Thursday when they defeated USA 3-2 to win the gold medal. Now, after 50 years, it's time for Canada to stand up and cheer. Stand up and cheer, everybody. The Olympics, Salt Lake City, 2002 men's ice hockey gold medal. Canada.
front of us, Bob. The entire American team coming over to congratulate the official instead of berate them. It's nice to see.
Mario Lemieux, the captain of the Canadian team. Sore hip and all. Joe Sakic. Took a while to get Joe going, but when he got him going, it was Joe all right. He got one of the goals here in the third. Jerome McGinley got the other one. And it was a 5-2 victory for Canada. A hard-fought series. Canada starting against Sweden. Hold your breath. Sweden won the game 5-2. Canada regroup. A meeting here and a meeting there and a little practice here and a practice somewhere else. And then come out for another game. And they got it going pretty well. And they looked pretty sharp all the way right up to this gold medal game. And they won the gold medal and deserved it today.
Another nice scene. Mike Modano went over and hugged Ken Hitchcock. Of course, we know Hitchcock got fired earlier the year in Dallas, and Modano went over to pay his regard.
Congratulations to the coaches. Pat Quinn, look at that. He's like a little boy again. And why not? The USA now team have their sticks raised, and the crowd is standing here, of course. And the USA team is just moving away. Front and center stage will be Team Canada for the gold medal coming up. USA, the silver medal. The presentations will take place right here shortly.
Well, let's have a look back at the game. It was a superb hockey game. And Sakic gets the winning goal right here. McGinley made sure Canada's in good shape with the shot right here that Richter got, but not quite all of it. That made it 4-2. And then Sakic puts the game on ice when he gets in alone and beats Mike Richter.
I don't suppose anybody would think for a moment that Sakic was going to miss that when he had room to go in there and take a look, size it up. I don't think so. Joe Sakic, what a hockey player. And there are two of them right there. Mario Lemieux. He told me at the All-Star game, Harry, when I asked him, Mario, how well are you? Are you ready? And he turned his hand 2 or 3 times, showing me that he was maybe 70 or 80%.
The Olympic
He looked awfully good here. Let's listen. This is the Olympic anthem.
Nous allons maintenant procéder à la cérémonie de remise de médaille pour l'épreuve de hockey sur glace homme.
With Wayne Gretzky, the general manager, executive
Ladies and
director,
gentlemen,
and the captain.
the medal ceremony for men's ice hockey. remise par M. James L. Easton, membre des États-Unis d'Amérique du Comité international olympique, accompagné de M. Miroslav Schubert, vice-président de la Fédération internationale de hockey sur glace.
The silver medals will be presented by Mr. James L. Easton, International Olympic Committee member from the United States of America, accompanied by Mr. Miroslav Schubert, International Ice Hockey Federation Vice President.
Médaille d'argent.
Strange thing, Bob, on Tuesday night when the NHL resumes, the New Jersey Devils play the Rangers, Richter versus Brodeur. The American hockey team, I will say this, it captured the imagination of the fans here, and I'm sure the fans across the country. They just weren't quite good enough today, which is something you ought not to be too disappointed in, because a lot of them played the best hockey of their career. And it doesn't mean you're going to win.
The word today was that more people in the USA would watch this hockey game today than had ever watched a hockey game before this day here in Salt Lake City. You're right. This USA team has really captured the fans here. They've been loyal fans. They came close. Very, very close. The silver medal today, defeated by Canada 5-2. But what a third period it was. The USA came on hard in that third period. But Canada, toward the end, broke it open with 2 goals. By Ginla to make it 4-2, and then Joe Sakic to make it 5-2.
How about Joe Sakic? In the last 9 months, here's what Joe's accomplished. The Stanley Cup, the Hart Trophy, the Lady Byng Trophy, the Lester B. Pearson Award, and an Olympic gold medal. Not too bad.
Not too shabby. Nobody has left. These fans have been terrific at the East Center all through our hockey games.
And Bob, this is a chance for us to congratulate the volunteers and the security people here in Salt Lake City. They have done a masterful job, and they did it with dignity and friendship, and they should be proud of themselves.
Salt Lake City has done a tremendous job organizing these Olympics. And as you said, the security was outstanding. It was very, very tough, as you might well imagine, but they were always so friendly about it. You know, you could not get impatient. And everybody showed lots of patience. And just went right along with the whole theme. It's been a great Olympics here in Utah. Sure has been great hockey. Capped off today with this terrific hockey game. Won by Canada 5-2. These are the final few silver medals to be awarded now to Team USA. After this one, 3 more. Brett Hall, Mike Modano.
Eddie Belfour is in his civvies with his Team USA.
That might be Barrasso at the end there now.
Tom Barrasso. Belfour's out in the civvies on the Canadian side. One nice thing that Herbie Brooks did, other than do a good job of coaching these players, all 3 goalies played a game. And then Richter ended up playing the big one.
Well, there it is. And the USA fans and the Canadian fans are on their feet, saluting the hockey team from the USA. Silver medalists, 2002. Big improvement over 4 years ago in Nagano, Japan. Both teams showing a great improvement. Mr. and Mrs. Gretzky, Wayne and Janet.
Accompagné par M. Shoichi Tomita, vice-président de la Fédération internationale de hockey sur glace.
The gold medals will be presented by Mr. René Fossel, International Olympic Committee member from Switzerland and International Ice Hockey Federation president, accompanied by Yoshi Tomita, International Ice Hockey Federation vice president.
1952 in Oslo, Norway. 50 years ago, Canada
Olympic champion
won
and
the gold medal
medalist,
for
Team
men's ice
Canada.
hockey, as they say. And now, this team will receive their gold. This is going to be very emotional. Team Canada, gold medalists, 2002. Theo, Joe, and Mario. The first trio. What hockey talent you're looking at here today, folks. Shanahan. Paul Kariya, the speedster of this team.
And hopefully the accomplishment of Team Canada will shut the critics up for 4 years in Canada, who were all over this team after their first 2 games.
Gagne, his first taste of the Olympics, and Joe Nieuwendyk was his little guy. 2 happy Nieuwendyks. Chris Pronger. Here comes Rob Blake. Got the first goal for Canada against Sweden and played his usual solid game on the blue line. Eric Lindros. Al MacInnis, the veteran, will be next. And then Adam Foote. And you heard Wayne Gretzky talk about Adam Foote in great terms about the series that he has turned in for Team Canada. Solid defenseman.
The best defenseman Canada has in their own end of the rink. The toughest assignment defensemen get. Play without the puck in your own end.
Ryan Smith. He was solid, came off that broken ankle so quickly, got it better. Determined to play for his country. And Owen Nolan. They're all so very happy now. Jarome Iginla, his first taste too of something like this at this level, and he's shone. Ed Jovanovski, he played great for Canada too on the blue line. Great skater, one of the better skating defensemen in our league today. Stevie Yzerman and Curtis Joseph, who played the first game and told us, Harry, that he found it nervous that first game and he thought the whole team was a little nervous. He'd hoped to get another chance. It didn't happen.
And what about the coaching staff? Mr. Martin, Mr. Hitchcock, Wayne Fleming. This team didn't play very well when they first got together here in Salt Lake City. But you can see by the presentation today, they found out what they had to do, and they did.
Eddie Belfour, the third goalie, always there, working hard in every workout. And finally, this fine skating defenseman, Scott Niedermayer. He played a whale of a series, too. The coaches do not get medals in the Olympics. Sometimes you would think that's a shame, but you know, I know they don't mind because they see what they have accomplished and they are just so happy for the players, as they say, in that locker room, who are now out on the ice and receiving the accolades of the champions of the Olympics 2002 as the Olympic anthem rings down on them. Canada, gold medals, 2002.
Pretty soon we'll hear "Oh Canada."
Mesdames, Messieurs, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne national du Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Canada.
tournament like this, and there's some doubt as to whether the NHL players will play in Italy in 4 years. How can they not? It was a terrific display of hockey.
Ladies and gentlemen, please honor the Olympic medalists for men's ice hockey.
Team Canada. They've done it. 5-2 going away today against this tough USA team. Canada has won the gold after 50 years of trying and wondering. Brand new game now. Canada will defend the gold medal 4 years from now. Good feeling.
Steve Yzerman over there talking to Chris Chelios and then Brett Hall, teammates in Detroit.
The team, led by the captain, Mario Lemieux, circled the rink twice all the way around and saluted all the fans who are here with the Canadian flags from all parts of the country. A nice gesture, and now you know what happens. The impromptu photo sitting at center ice. They'll pile together. This team has been together. From the first day, the 5-2 loss to Sweden, they really didn't look back. Played with more and more confidence and topped it off today. Are you glad you came, Harry?
Absolutely. Saw some great hockey by a lot of players, not just the players on the American and Canadian team. And I only hope that the Olympic Committee, the Players Association, Mr. Bettman and the owners can find a way to send the greatest players in the world to the Olympics in Italy 4 years from now.
Well, there they go. There's a few remaining, and it's Brett Hall and Chris Chelios, would you believe, was Shanahan and Yzerman. Are all from you-know-where, and they'll be all back together soon in Motor City. It's been a great day here, Ron. A great day here, Ron.
Robert, thank you. Here's Captain Canada, Mario Lemieux. What a sweet feeling, Mario. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a great feeling. Obviously, we didn't start the tournament very well, but after the second game, I thought that we started to play very well as a team, and everybody believed that we could win the gold medals. So that's why we came here, and we finally got it. It wasn't easy, but we showed a lot of character.
Yeah, if you went man for man through your roster today, you should win, but it doesn't always work out that way in one game, winner take all, does it? And I'm sure you were thinking in that second intermission, gee, I had a sure one, and, you know.
Yeah, it's the puck rolled on me a little bit and hit the post, but these things happen. That's why you have to play the game. You have to play 60 minutes, and Joe had a great game. Jerome played unbelievable for us today, and that's what we needed.
It's actually, Mario, and you know this because you paid the price all through. How were you feeling incidentally? How sore was your hip and everything else?
Well, obviously it's not 100% the way I'm skating out there. I think it showed a little bit, but I got through it. Stevie didn't feel very good as well, but we all we sucked it up and ended up winning the gold medal.
Sure did so many things away from the scoring that was just so impressive. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
There's Mario Lemieux. What an effort. Scott Oake, I believe you have someone too.
Right, Ron, here is Jarome McGinley. Jarome, I guess we can fairly describe that as the game of your life, can we?
Well, it's the biggest game I've ever played in, and probably the most fun. Each shift, each period, it was so intense, and especially just winning and seeing the buzzer go off, and it's an unbelievable feeling.
So there you were with a gold medal around your neck, and they were playing O Canada. Describe the moment.
Oh, it is unbelievable. It's the whole tournament. It's been tough games, and each game, and the lead up to this, playing the U.S. here, the atmosphere is awesome, and to get that win with our flag rising, it's what you, as a kid, you watch on TV, and to get to be a part of it's awesome.
Jarome, seems to me your whole season has been about the Olympics. You were a late addition to the Olympic camp in September. Then you took off. You had the NHL scoring lead at the Olympic break, and now you get the gold medal. How much have the Olympics factored into your breakout season?
Oh, they've been huge. I think I was very thankful to get invited to the camp. It helped me out. Just hanging around with these guys, the best players in the world, Lemieux and Yzerman, seeing how they prepare, and it's really helped me out. And now this is, thanks be to God, it's been an unbelievable year.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
There's Jarome McGinley, Ron.
All right, the only snag Wayne in our setup. I can't hear Jarome McGinley, but what a game he had. You go through all the keys to the game today.
Well, I said when I talked to you before the game, we were going to have to dump, cycle out of the corners. Our big guys up front, Nolan, McGinley, Gagner, just played phenomenal hockey, and I think we really wore them down. I mean, I give Chelios a lot of credit. Those defensemen, they got pounded all night long, and I think this eventually wore down, and our team deserved to win today. We're definitely the better team today, but that's what happens in a one-game knockout. They're a very good team. The Americans, we were very good too today.
Right, the New England Patriots are on top of the world. I wouldn't say they're the best team, but I would say you had a great team, and it was just a matter of if and when.
Oh, we had a good team, and our guys really came together. From the first day against Sweden when we got beat, they handed us our lunch. We said that, we admitted to it. And each day our guys worked harder and harder. Those players and the coaching staff, they deserve all the credit. They brought it back to our country 50 years later. And I'm probably most happy for Theo Fleury. There was so much controversy about him being on the team, but as you know, being here game in, game out, he was one of our best players. And I'm most proud of Martin Brodeur. Marty, at 3-2, made a key save on Brett Hall that probably won us the hockey game, probably won us the gold medal. So I'm proud of this group. They deserve all the accolades, and it was a nice win. And it's great to bring it back home to our country.
We could go on for hours, but congratulations. 5 assists in that game, 2 in 87. I could still see him, and of course the one that followed it up. Do you want to come in? Oh yeah, we showed the Czech game too. I was saying to him, that's when you got your confidence. He says his confidence.
Well, it was a nice win for us. It was great for our country.
A great day for Canada. You spearheaded it. There's Wayne Gretzky, executive director. Did you say I want to go to break first? Okay, Don, we're going to go to commercial first. Everyone will want to hear your thoughts, so we'll come back with that. We'll also have Scott Oka getting a number of the players. Canada wins the gold medal 5-2. The women won it, the men won it with a toonie buried at center ice. That'll be an old wives' tale from Utah from years to come.
Thank you for learning to skate, for picking yourself up and trying again, for wanting the puck, for learning to shoot, for loving our game. But most of all, thank you for having a dream.
On March 8th, swing! Do it with style.
This is just damn exciting.
Do it with grace.
Oh,
do it with brooms. Men with Brooms. In theaters March 8th.
I won't stop. I won't sleep tonight. Won't close my eyes till morning light. Well, I won't rest. Can't slow me down.
It's not mine.
Through this whole time.
A whole lot can happen
out of the blue. Labatt Blue.
Backhand shot, 17, scores, Canada!
To play the ultimate winter game, you must possess skill, strength, and really big stones. Men with Brooms. In theaters March 8th.
Canada 2, England 2. 9.5 seconds remaining in the third period.
Okay, waiting for salmon?
Just pause it for a second.
Goal. Here we go, the final.
How are we doing? Thank you.
Face-off, won by Canada.
Watch what you want, when you want. Go. Pause live TV with the personal video recorder. Only from Bell Express View.
It makes it much better for my husband's allergies.
Over half of those with allergies reported a noticeable improvement in symptoms after using the Eureka Whirlwind.
No bags.
No wonder 9 out of 10 owners would recommend the Eureka Whirlwind to a friend.
Nobody has to worry about any allergies in my house anymore.
The Eureka EnviroSteamer gets your home hospital clean with the power of steam for sticky spills, grime, whatever the day dishes out. An EnviroSteamer Hot Shot for the kitchen, the bath, all around the house. EnviroSteamers from Eureka.
You can take it back. We're back, Mr. Prime Minister. I believe you wanted to join the party.
Yes, Wayne, I see you a fabulous game, and I want to congratulate you. It was an awesome game, and we're so proud of you. All Canada is cheering at this moment.
Well, first of all, thank you very much, and all the players and the coaches deserve all the credit. They worked really hard. They put in a tremendous amount of effort and teamwork, and they definitely deserve the gold medal today, and it's great after 50 years to be able to finally bring back a gold medal to our country where it belongs, and we're very proud of our team today.
You know, Wayne, we all see in Canada that Wayne Gretzky has the gold touch, the golden touch.
Well, let me tell you, these guys here deserve all the credit. They worked very hard. I'm most happy for everyone on the team, and I'm extremely happy for Martin Brodeur. There's a lot of controversy over that, and Marty came up big at 3-2, made some big saves, but our team just kept going, and we definitely deserve the gold medal. We were the better team today, and my hat goes off to the U.S. team. They had a great tournament.
Oh, great. You know, Sakic and the goaler were fabulous, and I just want to congratulate them. They were all good, so determined, with such the will to win, the Canadian way. So bravo, bravo.
Well, thank you very much. I'll pass that on to all the guys in the locker room, and I hope everyone in Canada has a wonderful evening and be safe.
Okay, good luck. Bye-bye.
Thank you to the Prime Minister of Canada, Jean Chrétien, and the Executive Director of Team Canada. Thanks, Wayne. And good advice. It's going to be a fun day.
I'll tell you, you know, it's a funny thing. I don't understand it, that there was 2 North American teams in here, and everybody knows that we don't have any skill, and the Europeans have all the skill. All you have to do is talk to media. Funny how we got in by luck, I guess that's it.
You can't just be in a good mood and revel in a gold medal.
Because I'll tell you why. Because if it had been Sweden and Russia in the finals, you know what would be in the paper, how bad we are. Kill all our programs. We come through just like I said. The guys are champs, and now we got.
It happened after 5-2 Sweden winning game 1, so there's truth in that.
Yeah, all right, that's what I'm talking about. Anyhow, let's see the goal. I think it's a Ginla's goal Sakic goal first, isn't it? Anyhow, let's see it. Here comes here. Beautiful shot coming in across here. He shoots from anywhere, kids. He just shot the puck on the net. He didn't try to pick a corner. Always remember that. Now, we have my favorite one. I don't know if you're going to be able to see Shanahan do a pick here or what, that got the 5th goal. Now watch Shanahan. He never got any goals, but look what he's been doing here. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it or not, but watch.
Don't believe we have that, but they may get that queued up. The other thing that Wayne mentioned and you agreed was the save at 15-15.
Well, 15-15, this is the one. This is the one. We've got it right here. It was on Hull. Herdina, he did the same thing with Herdina that Kelly told us about. Anyhow, this is the game this is a play that give us a gold medal. You watch it, boy. It comes back in.
Oh, this is
here's
actually,
pick.
yeah.
Watch, the little pick. See the little pick to hold him. If he doesn't do that little pick, then he doesn't get the 5th goal. See, he's a little farther now, but he's already done the pick. That's what wins you games, kid. Little pick here, little pick there, little interference. Great. What a great feeling. We're on top of the world. Can we see the save?
Yes, I'm sure. You have the save, the Marty Brodeur save on Hull?
Yeah.
15-15 of the second period.
This is the play that won the gold medal, because if they do something here, we're in deep trouble. Let's see it right now. Comes to Hull, and he's the best in the world for letting it go. Here comes across. Watch this. Boom. He got across there, and he put another one on. Here comes, look at this. It's in slow motion, folks. You should have seen it. It was right in our corner, I'll tell you, boy. That's what won us the gold medal, because they were coming right there.
In the third period, I think I said, so I think I'm a little excited. You know, just a couple of things. Remember, I don't know if I want to mention his name, but a goaltender who had his glove give way like on the Ginla shot there on Mike Richter after he made all those great saves. Remember the time it happened? Doesn't matter.
Tugnut, yeah,
yes.
Tugnut.
Oh, shucks, we mentioned his name. Didn't want to give
Just ask me. Yeah, but anyhow.
Well, his glove came off. You remember in the second period when Fleury deked everybody out?
Yeah. Well, anyhow, that's the play of the game. That's all I got to say. We're the best, just like we said we were going to be the best. We're the best. No illegal goals to beat us now by ex-Canadians and everything. We're the tops. We always will be. No. Remember that.
As you say.
That's right.
There'll be a lot on the bandwagon, but you've been there since long before it was fashionable. There's no doubt about that. And what a great. Oh, here's Kevin Lowe. Let's go to the. Do you have a reporter there?
Good one.
Just a shot, a live shot. Let's have a look at it. Here's Kevin Lowe, who, along with Wayne. Those two pals won 4 Stanley Cups together. He's saying, Karen, what? Get what? How many souvenirs? Okay, we'll take a quick break, organize, and come back with more of the celebration that's continuing on both sides of the border.
Tom Stone has had some bad luck, but when the RCMP gives him a second chance,
He's an ex-cop.
I work better alone.
To keep the file, you're gonna need him.
that luck is about to change.
Look, are you interested or not? Got a license to kill?
From bad to worse. A new series following the Olympics.
Hello, Marina.
Hi.
I can come back.
No.
Tom Stone begins with a 2-hour series premiere Monday at 8 on CBC.
If you're in business and looking to expand, we'd like to show you the future. A place where 1,500 global players are already up and running. Where highly skilled workers are available and wage competitive. Where basic business costs are the lowest among the G7. Where quality of life is among the best in the world. And where we want your business. Ontario, Canada. Get in touch and see why we say the future's right here.
I missed by a hair.
Yours, Tom?
It runs in the family.
I told you, see your doctor. There's all kinds of things they can do for hair loss these days.
Come on, like that stuff actually works?
Well, it works for me, anyway.
Yeah, but is it possible to grow it back?
Sometimes, yes. See your doctor.
I'll give it a shot.
Better sooner than later.
Check the score.
Okay. It's 2-all.
2-all?
9.5 seconds left and a huge... Sally, yeah, we're on the way.
Who's here? Everybody's here.
Here we go. Stepping up. On a long shooting throw.
Your connections, your time. Go. Introducing Real-Time Multipack 30. Get 150 weekday, weeknight, weekend, and wireless web minutes every month. Visit Bell World or Bell Mobility today.
Hey, Ray, look at this. Wall-to-wall entertainment.
You want entertainment, Carl? I'll give you entertainment.
Look, Carl, I'm a maniac! Maniac! No argument here.
Let's see their entertainment do this.
Whoa, Ray, I don't want to see anything do that.
At Blockbuster, the hottest new releases are guaranteed on DVD, so you'll always find the entertainment you want.
That's it, Carl. Shake what your mama gave you.
Make it a Blockbuster night.
After 16 days of competition, after all the highs and lows, the Olympic Winter Games will come to an end. Join CBC for what promises to be a spectacular closing ceremony tonight at 8:30 Eastern.
In their world, they were family until business got in the way of brotherhood.
2 guys were here to kill you. I got over 100 people want me dead. Why should 2 more bother me?
The riveting 3-part miniseries. The last chapter begins next Sunday on CBC.
The 2002 Olympic Winter Games on CBC, brought to you by RBC Financial Group, supporting Olympic dreams since 1947. And by General Motors, getting more people to where they need to be than any other company in the world.
"50 years to the day after the Edmonton Mercury's turned the trick in Oslo, Team Canada wins in Salt Lake City, a name that'll now be famous. Here are the 3 stars. The Labatt Blue Online Stars is chosen by you, Joe Sakic, with a pair, Martin Brodeur with the save of the game, and many other great ones. And Jerome McGinley also snipes a couple as Canada wins 5-2 going away. Here's the hero of the hour, and Scott Oake.
Joe, I guess the good news is that the commissions of inquiry in Canada have all been canceled. How did Team Canada answer the pressure?
Well, I getting smoked against Sweden obviously was an eye-opener for us, and we knew we had to come together quickly, especially on this ice without the red line, and everybody did that. We dug in deep, got better as the tournament went on, and won the gold, so you can't beat that.
You've been to the top of the NHL with a couple of Stanley Cups. Where does Olympic gold rate?
It's hard to tell right now. Obviously, right there with the two cups. This is the biggest international event everybody watches, and I mean, it's just a pleasure to be able to win both.
Comment on the third period. I know it wasn't your intent, but it sure looked like you were trying to win it 3-2. How intense was that?
Well, obviously we knew what this game meant, and nobody wanted to make a mistake. We sat back a little bit, but we hung in there, got the 4th goal. Jerome had a terrific tournament and got a huge goal for us. So after that, we could breathe a little bit better.
Thank you, Joe. Congratulations.
All right, thanks.
Scott Oake with Joe Sakic, a real Western connection to this victory when you follow up the Edmonton Mercury's, of course. Iginla from Edmonton and BC Boys, Correa and Sakic figuring prominently. There are the tournament MVPs. Mike Richter is named the goalie of the tournament. I don't see how he could win it over Brodeur, but they chose Richter, maybe a consolation prize. And the defense pairings. What is it? Oh, this is just the American? What is this? No, it isn't. Joe Sakic's the lone Canadian on the All-Star team. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Chris Chelios and Brian Leetch, not knocking them, 2 great defensemen, but if Adam Foote doesn't get consideration, there should be a tribunal. John LeClaire, Joe Sakic, and Matt Sundin. Here's Scott Oake.
All right, Ron, thanks very much. I think a lot of the younger players on Team Canada may have trouble topping this in their life, if ever. Is that fair to say of you, Simon Gagne, in just your 3rd year with the Philadelphia Flyers? How can you ever top this?
It's tough to believe. I think won a goal in my 3rd year. Maybe I never gonna have a chance to win a goal again, and I'm gonna try to taste that. And it's I'm very proud to win that goal for my country.
All right, Simon, I'll let you go because Martin Brodeur is standing by to talk to us. Sure. Martin, here's the winning goaltender stepping in to talk to us now. Martin, did you think after the first 2 games, the lopsided loss to Sweden and that narrow victory against Germany, that this was possible?
Yeah, I mean, we had confidence in the way that the team was put together. Definitely, our game wasn't the way we wanted, but we grew as a team. We played the checks, and tying up late in that game, I think, gave a lot of confidence, knowing what we were able to do, and from there we really moved forward, and we had a lot of success.
Well, you won the goaltending job fair and square. How did you personally handle all the controversy swirling around that position?
Well, I try to just keep it to myself and not worry about it. I mean, I didn't get the first game, the first start, and I was a little disappointed, but I just kept my head and I just worked hard, and whenever I wanted to have a chance, and definitely that chance came in with us not playing too well in the first game, and from there, I was really happy to go along and play the games for Canada.
Martin, your professional hockey life, of course, has been in the U.S., but you haven't lost touch with your home. What do you think this means to Canada?
It means a lot, I think, just by all the comments that we hear, and we, every time we played the teams in Canada this year, people were so anxious about these games and had a lot of high expectations. So definitely answering all these expectations are great, and definitely, people, everywhere in Canada are really excited, and they're having a beer and celebrating right now.
You're right on all counts. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ron.
Busy ever, Scott. And that's, as Wayne said, let's hope we all do it safely tonight up there in Canada. What a day it must be. Marty Brodeur's dad wins the bronze in '56 in Cortina d'Ampezzo. He's here taking pictures. His mom's never seen him in NHL competition. She doesn't go. She doesn't want to bring him bad luck, I guess. We'll have to ask Marty that sometime. But they'll celebrate their son's fantastic performance today as he backstops Canada to gold. We'll continue with our coverage from the 19th Winter Games in a moment.
When Michael was first diagnosed with diabetes, it was really difficult to take in all the information that was given to me.
I helped Michael by giving him information on what the condition of diabetes was all about.
I go to the Walmart pharmacy because pharmacists such as Mohammed take the time to make you feel comfortable, to make you feel knowledgeable.
To be able to see the results of that involvement is a very rewarding process.
It's important to have professionals that do care.
Introducing new Special K Red Berries for those who love cereal with their strawberries. With a crunchy new flake and strawberries right inside the box. Special K Red Berries.
The new Vector Energy Bar. Eat or be eaten.
Home Depot has employed more Olympic hopefuls than any other company in the world. Home Depot, proud sponsor of the Canadian Olympic team.
It's because you have so many reasons to arrive that we have been inspired to create so many ways of getting you there. General Motors, getting more people to where they need to be than any company in the world.
Gosford Park, nominated for 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture of the Year, Best Director Robert Altman, and Best Supporting Actress.
I was just wondering if you wanted some company.
From director Robert Altman comes the crowning touch in a career of movies that changed movies.
I've been wanting to do that ever since I first set eyes on you.
Gosford Park is a masterpiece.
What do we spend our lives living through then?
Gosford Park.
Now playing at a theater near you.
Don't think of your next job as your next job. Think of it as a long-term life enhancement upgrade. Make it great. Make it sing. Report to your future first thing Monday morning and bring your own coffee. The good kind. You know what? People do it every day. And you're a people, so you can do it too. See you Monday. Post your resume today on monster.ca.
You the monster.
Introducing new Special K Red Berries for those who love cereal with their strawberries. With a crunchy new flake and strawberries right inside the box. Special K Red Berries.
The new Vector Energy Bar. Eat or be eaten.
When I look back, I realize if I had made that one decision differently, I might not have made it to the Olympics or the World Championships. When I look back, I'm grateful that I gave my life to skating and not to smoking.
This year, over 45,000 Canadians will die from tobacco. That's why it's critical to take strong action to reduce smoking.
Tobacco, we can live without it.
A message from the Government of Canada.
Former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani is on hand here today in Salt Lake City. This was the scene moments ago as he and Mario entered the Canadian dressing room. So he's on hand to offer congratulations to the gold medal winners. Kelly, Rudy, and I were just sitting here saying, Kelly was saying, funny to see, well, you say what you were going to say.
Well, Mario is the team owner, and yet he's in the dressing room with the guys as a player. It just looks weird.
Well, you know, Gary Bettman and I went at it hammer and tong about this the other day. I was saying if you get a Canada-U.S. gold medal final, regardless of who wins, that should be good enough to get you to 2006. He said that has as much to do with it as a lead pencil. But and you know what? With Canada winning, I don't care what they say. There's 26 owners who are American. It may not be a cinch.
Well, you're right. And scheduling, that's really a big problem. I know when I saw you and Gary talking on the television that it makes a lot of sense that it's easy here in Salt Lake City, but I was watching you and Don, and I have to say that Theo Fleury, we should mention him too for his efforts, and Don mentioned the great save by Brodeur, but Theo Fleury made a great defensive play, third period, to keep the Americans off the scoreboard, so great composure.
Defense. Adam Foote always, every game. He made another great one right behind where we're standing. And Chris Pronger made one of the niftiest little plays behind the net. Chris has had I wouldn't say a tough time, but, you know, he's a Hart Trophy winner. So like Sakic, you expected him to come through in a go-to situation. I thought he had a really strong third period when they needed it most.
Yeah, but you know what I really noticed in the third period in particular, with the game on the line and all these emotions that these guys have, and they're guys that play with a lot of passion, but they kept composed. They never did anything stupid. Not one guy took a overzealous elbowing penalty or something. They're really, really cool that way.
And this was no women's final where the referee absolutely went at it and gave Canada everything they could handle. But the penalties seem to be tough penalties on Canada. There was 3 out of the 4 that I don't think were deserved, and that's an all, you know, for Pat Quinn, who must go back to 1980 and an offside call that killed him. And then again in the 94 Game 7 against the Rangers, he had 3 really, you know, easy penalties against the Canucks that killed him. So he must have been wondering.
Yeah, but he was good, wasn't he, today? He didn't,
Probably because he saw the
gasket. That's right. He didn't blow a gasket, and we always know he's always mad at the referees. Today he wasn't as terrific.
And you know what, Quinn, for me, that's a real treat of this whole thing, too. That coaching staff's right through the whole administration. It sounds like but for me, Pat's never won as a coach.
Right.
And what a feeling it must be for him, because he's...
Well, and I think of a lot of those guys. I think of Owen Nolan. Here's a guy that everybody wants. He plays with a lot of passion. He's never won. You could go down that roster. Ryan Smith, Ed Jovanovski. Can you imagine how this is going to help them further their careers?
They won World Junior together in Red Deer in 95.
Still not the same, though.
I know.
This is the World Junior. How many people watch it in comparison to this event today? It's just not even comparable.
Well, it was in Red Deer. I thought it was sort of comparable. Hey, great job on Road to Gold, Kelly.
Thanks, Ron. I had a real lot of fun.
There's Kelly Rudy, and let's look in the room and see who's having a party now. There's Big Eric Lindros cracking the bottle. You know, I can still see them drowning their sorrows in Nagano. Be a little different scene here in Salt Lake City tonight. We'll be back with more of our coverage after this.
Now is the time to experience the movie critics are calling a great triumphant picture. The Lord of the Rings, nominated for more Academy Awards than any other film this year in 13 categories that define great achievement in filmmaking, including Best Supporting Actor Ian McKellen, Best Director Peter Jackson, and Best Picture of the Year, The Lord of the Rings.
Now playing at theaters everywhere.
This is Cap Rouge, hometown of Patrick Bouchard, Olympic speed skater. It's my old town too. I'm a sports physiotherapist. First time I met with Patrick, he came in my office like this, barely walking straight, and we fixed him up. You can do that with a bad back. We have ice a great part of the year, so you might as well skate.
Well, it's not really a mystery anymore, is it? Why our prices are such a value. When you actually make your own suits and sport coats, before selling them in your store, you control not only the quality, cut, look, and feel, but also the price. After all, when people leave here, we want them to not only look good, but feel even better. Well made, well priced, well dressed. Moore's.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I have a moment of your time? True or false? I enjoy frosting in the morning.
True.
Raise the roof.
Try to remain professional, sweets. True or false, sir? Eating nutritious food is important to me.
True.
Bravo. Add a notch to the wheat tally.
Whatever. Okay, that's 43 likes for the sweet side and 43 likes for the wheat side. So what have we learned?
I've learned time at the mall is better spent buying shirts.
Shirts? You don't wear clothes and you have no arms.
Speak for yourself.
Welcome back, and here's the Canadian Trail brought to you by Petro-Canada. A nice touch today, the 23 men who wore Canadian colors and grabbed the gold medal. Let's take you right across the country. Al MacInnes, the pride of Inverness, Nova Scotia, representing the Maritimes. Owen Nolan's from Belfast, Ireland, if you really want to go east, but of course grew up in Thorold. Simon Gagne, St. Foy, Martin Brodeur, and Mario Lemieux from Montreal, representing the province of Quebec. There are 10 Ontarians in the roster, 9 born in this area. Curtis Joseph of Sharon and Keswick, Joan Newendike, Oshawa, Whitby, Adam Foote, Whitby, Michael Pekka, Toronto, Brendan Shanahan, Mimikos, Toronto, Eric Lindros, London, Eddie Jovanovski, Windsor, and Chris Pronger from Dryden. That's a nice celebration for that part of the world. Eddie Belfort, just south of Winnipeg in Carman, Manitoba, and Eddie was on the ice. Big part of this, got into one of the games. Theron Fleury represents both Manitoba and Oxbow, Saskatchewan, where Theron was born. A lot of Albertans keying in. Jerome McGinley and Scott Niedermeyer from Edmonton. Ryan Smith was born and raised in Banff. And the BC boys, Steve Yzerman, of course, grew up in Nepean for the most part, but was born in Cranbrook. The Kootenays well represented here. The Okanagan with Eric Brewer of Vernon, and the two Vancouver kids, Joe Sakic and Paul Correa, representing Burnaby and Vancouver. And oh, there you go, what a nice touch. Pat Quinn would insist the luck of the Irish might have had something to do with Canada's gold medal today, too.
Canadian Trail, brought to you by Petro-Canada, helping our Olympic athletes since 1988.
All right, I got a good idea for the closing ceremonies. Let's just have whatever's going on at Rice-Eccles Stadium tonight covered by hockey highlights. I think that'd make everybody happy. It's going to be a huge party. You just saw that map. Danny Gare's dad, Ernie, when Danny was 16, he said to him, what do you want to be, Danny? He says, I want to be an NHL player, Dad. Of course. He says, well, you know what? Every 16-year-old in the country has the same dream. If you want to get there, you're going to have to work out every day at 4 o'clock, build up your weight, learn to shoot the puck harder, and every day we do a workout, he's 16, we'll put a tack over one of the towns in the country. And when Danny Gare was drafted 2 years later, the map was flooded with tacks, and that's all those kids out there. There's 500,000 enrolled in minor hockey. They were represented by these 23. I wonder how many had to disrupt their hockey games just to tune in and see the gold medal. One other really neat thing, Mario Lemieux skate here. He signed 66 pairs of his skates. The ones he wore today will actually be on eBay, and you can get involved in the auction for the skates Captain Canada wore today, and the proceeds from those skates will go to cancer research. But they'll be donating the other 65 Mario Lemieux pairs signed to various charities around the area. So that's a nice touch for Mario, who came through, as he said. Steve Yzerman and Mario both playing really wounded in this tournament. Yzerman came back from a knee injury, and we all know that Mario had problems, not just with the hip, which he had surgery on in October and forced him to miss the first 31, but also had a bad groin. So to Wayne Gretzky, the executive director, to all these folks, this is Canada right here. And you know what? There's Peter Upan up here. There's not a lot of them left, but these are the folks who made the trek, much like the 3,000 who came down from the Luzhniki Ice Palace in Moscow. They're the ones who are happy, and I know that to echo Wayne Gretzky's sentiments, you at home are extremely happy, probably tired of listening to us exalt them, but why wouldn't you? Double gold for the women and for the men, as the country where hockey was born and where the Stanley Cup was crafted in 1893, same as the Mormon Temple. They celebrate 2 victories. For all of us here at the E-Center, we'll send you over to Brian Williams on the other side of the break. Thanks for watching, and congratulations again to Canada, 5-2 winners of the gold medal.
Like she was there in the house.
Emily's dead, Joe.
When we lose someone, are they gone forever?
She was my ultimate partner, and I miss her beyond belief.
Can they contact us from the other side?
She's trying to reach me, and she's becoming desperate.
Dragonfly is miraculous. You'll be talking about this movie with everyone you know. A knockout ending that will keep you guessing. Dragonfly.
Now playing at theaters everywhere.
Home Depot has employed more Olympic hopefuls than any other company in the world. Home Depot, proud sponsor of the Canadian Olympic team.
Jeff Green is the greatest race car driver in the world for saving that thing.
He didn't come up in front of him. Might have just seen our move of the race. 2 of them from Jeff Green. Should have crashed twice. All right, will anybody come? BP says no. Wally says no.
No way.
Michael Waltrip. Michael Waltrip, the second place car, comes in.
Wow. Elliott Sadler comes in. Most of the cars came in, Marty.
Well, Michael Waltrip was tight, so they wanted 4 tires. Slugger Lavius crew chief said, I think 4 tires will win the race. They'll take a rounded wedge out of the left side. They were also going to put some tape on the grill because he's only running 200 degrees on the racetrack. This is a gamble because a lot of cars stayed out. Dave Burns.
The 21 car of Elliott Sadler came in. He had trouble when part of the valence on the front of the car, the air hose got caught on it coming around. He ripped it through, and he finally got out of here. But Elliott wanted tires. They did not change the cars. Matt?
Dave, Dale Jarrett already came in for service, and he's already heading back out of the racetrack. He felt like he had a tire going down. He said his car was very loose. He felt like he hit some debris. The crew did make a wedge adjustment on the 88 car.
Kurt Busch stayed out. Jeff Gordon stayed out. Sterling Marlin and Ryan Newman stayed out. Others coming on to pit road under the caution for this crash down to turn
1. NBC Monday after the Olympics. The WWF takes on Fear Factor.
You're all going to climb that ladder into that helicopter. You're going to move those 3 flags from the first pole to the last pole.
And you won't believe what's in this drink.
Keep going. No, don't stop. Can you talk?
WWF Fear Factor. NBC Monday after the Olympics.
The following commercial is rated E for excitement. See the world's greatest drivers challenge Pocono Raceway's demanding 2.5-mile super speedway. Hear the awesome roar of 43 700-horsepower NASCAR stock cars. Experience all the thrills and excitement of 200-mile-per-hour NASCAR Winston Cup racing at Pocono Raceway this summer. June 9th, it's the Pocono 500. July 28th, it's the Pennsylvania 500. Tickets are going fast, so call now. 1-800-RACEWAY. Ticket operators are standing by. Or visit PoconoRaceway.com.
Be a movie star, I could take you to a Hollywood. But if you want to stay just like you are, you know I think you really should. I'm your vehicle, baby.
Now, buy or lease a new 2002 GMC and get $2,002 bonus cash. See dealer for details.
I'm your vehicle, baby.
Upgrade to professional grade. See the pros at your participating Western New York GMC dealers.
Channel 2 recognizes Black History Month for the accomplishments of African Americans.
NASCAR plans for 2002? Then plan on heading to Talladega Superspeedway for the Talladega 500 weekend, April 18th through the 21st.
Earnhardt takes the lead out of turn number 2.
Talladega Superspeedway, where competition is tradition.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. at the inside of the racetrack. He's going to win.
2-day tickets start at just $60. Call 256-362-RACE or purchase online at TalladegaSuperspeedway.com.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Here's our Pepsi race recap. What's happened so far in the Daytona 500? Just 2 laps in, one of the favorites to win, Tony Stewart. Engine broken, day done.
And then Dale Earnhardt loses the right front tire. He gets back on the racetrack, was involved in a crash later.
This is Brett Bodine, lap 101, just at the halfway point of the race, getting tagged and spun. He gets away with it okay.
And then Shauna Robinson in 49 and Mike Skinner make contact off turn 2.
Big story of the day, Kevin Harvick and Jeff Gordon tangle racing for second. By the time it's done, 18 cars are involved in the melee down in turn 1. All the drivers okay, but it started because of blocking. Harvick trying to defend his turf on Gordon. They both wanted the same spot of racetrack. Cleanup continues here at Daytona. We'll come back for the restart in a minute.
I need a car. Shopping for a used car will never be the same.
No, a convertible, a red one, with under 15,000 miles.
Welcome to Autotrader.com. With 1.5 million used cars updated daily, it's the biggest, best used car site on the planet.
You couldn't help me with a loan, could you? Can we help you?
Autotrader.com. Your car is waiting.
So, Mrs. Petty, you called Kyle to track and said, let's have dinner for 2.
Dinner for 2? Dinner for crew? They're closed.
Ma'am, were you on a cell phone?
Yes, I was.
Patty, I warned you about the static.
That explains everything. Here, Sprint PCS built the only all-digital, all-PCS nationwide network, so your calls will be clear.
Thank you. What about them?
I'm thinking drive-through.
$29.99 for 3,000 minutes from Sprint PCS.
Looking good, Jeff.
Back at Daytona, there'll be 24 laps to go as they come to the green with Kurt Busch, the 23-year-old from Las Vegas, leading the Daytona 500 in just his second try. First 4 on the track, and that left-hand lane did not stop for tires. How long will Kurt Busch be in the lead is the question. Jeff Gordon and Sterling Marlin are the 2 right behind him.
Now Jeff Gordon's laying back. He's trying to get him a run off that second corner with a push from Sterling Marlin. Oh, and Jarrett almost...
Robert Presley had the rear wheels off the ground, just like you talked about earlier, BP, and all over him.
That was Presley in the white car behind Ricky Craven, making some contact. Here comes Jeff Gordon trying to get by Craven. He's got a push from Sterling Marlin.
Kurt Busch to block. Gordon going to get shuffled by Marlin. No, that was the lap car of Craven. Jeff Burton sticks his nose in the middle, 3 wide.
And meanwhile, the lead, Jeff Gordon goes for the lead.
The veterans stick together. Shuffle Kurt Busch out of the top spot. Gordon takes the point. Robert Presley sticking his nose under Craven.
But he wisely backed off down in turn 1. There wasn't room. Kurt Busch has lost second spot. He's got in a battle right now with Ryan Newman for third.
So they got the lap car of Ricky Craven behind him to push.
His only shot now is to get up there in between Mark Martin. He slides up and does it.
Ward Burton to 4th. Haven't talked about Ward much all day. Started 19th. He's run kind of mid-pack for a lot of the event. Missed the wreck. That helped. Now, in the 125-mile qualifying race that Jeff Gordon was in on Thursday, he got the lead on the first lap. No one could pass him. He spent a lot of the first 3 quarters of this race struggling with an ill-handling car. He's out in front now. Is it going to be enough? Mark Martin there. Last car in that 5-car breakaway. Never won here at Daytona. Mark started in 39th place. today. Good race for 6th. There it is. Elliott Sadler, 21. Kurt Busch, 97. Look at Michael Waltrip in the 15, pinned way back in this traffic. He was second before coming onto pit road.
And Kurt Busch is one dejected little puppy right now.
Oh, Michael went up the middle and gained a spot on Robbie Gordon there between turn 1 and 2. He's still in the middle.
Trying to force his way to the inside.
But Dale Jarrett said, that's my spot. Here comes Rusty Wallace on the inside of Kurt Busch.
There are 50 miles to go in the 44th running of the Daytona 500, the Great American Race. $12 million on the line.